to sound like native English speakers. This is all about learning the real words and phrases and pronunciation that native speakers use. My viewers, welcome to World of English with Sakshi Khanna once again in the session of speaking only. Today, yes, we are talking about the speaking, and that is specially designed for the native speakers. Native speakers we are not, but we can become. We can become with some effort. So these things I am teaching you in today's session. What is the difference in their vocabulary, the pronunciation, the usage of vocabulary, what type of vocabulary they are using, which is sometimes very hard for us to understand. So let us start its session. Very interesting session which will make you to speak like a native speaker, and it will boost up your confidence level up to the mark. In the series of session Speak Real English, I am going to teach you how to sound like native speakers and how to understand what native English speakers are saying by going through lots of different phrases. Point to be noted, different phrases, different vocabulary. I will also share with you what real words native English speakers are using. They never ask, "How are you?" It's a simple phrase. There are so many ways to ask someone's well-being. So those things I will share with you in today's session. I receive so many questions from my students that ask, why don't I understand what native English speakers are saying? Or it's very hard to understand what native speakers are speaking. They can understand what I am saying here, but they don't understand what real native speakers are saying in conversation. How English speakers speak in real conversation. English speakers in regular conversation are speaking much faster than we are speaking. We are speaking a little bit more slowly and clearly, which can be understood easily. So let us explore, discover the world of English by the eyes of the native speakers. Let's move on. Okay guys, so please get your pen and paper, and you need to write all those words which is on the screen. We always use the word because when we need to put some reason, but here are some other options which you need to put to make your English different, which native speakers are using. And it's not about the native speaker. In your writing as well, in your interviews, in your SSB presentation, everywhere, wherever you are presenting your personality differently, you need to use such words only. Okay, so let's start with the words. Other options using at the place of because. Number one is now that, considering that, as long as, being as, due to, and as much as a result of. Next we have I'm tired. I'm tired, it's a very common expression we say always. But how to say in different way? I'm exhausted, I'm beat, I'm drained, I'm fatigued, I'm wiped out, I'm worn out, I'm weary. Now for example, if I'm speaking like I'm worn out, so you are not able to understand. Being a native speaker, I'm using this expression, and you are speaking I'm tired, so easy to understand. That is the difference. I'm busy. So easy to speak and understand, but it's very difficult to get. I'm up to my neck. I have lots to do. I'm swamped. I'm tied up. My agenda is full, buried with work. I'm up to my ears. You need to write these words which I am saying, okay? I'm repeating once again with you so that you can write it also. I'm up to my neck. I have lots to do. I'm swamped. I'm tied up. My agenda is full, buried with work. I'm up to my ears. Next we have in conclusion. While writing the concluding paragraph in your essay writing, in your speech, what you will say. To sum up, in summary, to conclude, in closing, in the end, to summarize, all in all. So these are the options which you need to use. It's important. Again, very common expression we are using in our daily life. Okay, so what we will say, it's important in different way. It's significant, it's essential, it's considerable, it's notable, it's meaningful, it's substantial, it's remarkable. How are you? Very common phrase which definitely we use maybe 10 to 15 times in a day. If we are working outside, at home it's okay, but still 10 to 15 times. How are you doing? How are things? What's up? What's new? How's it going? How have you been? What is going? So be honest with yourself and keep hand on your heart and tell me, instead of these any many options you all are using, how are you? Only common phrase. So change yourself today only. You are beautiful. So there are so many words we can say to the beautiful. How we will say the beautiful word? You look gorgeous, adorable, you are stunning, you look so radiant. You are beyond gorgeous, your beauty is incomparable, you look like an angel. Okay, so here I just mentioned you one day I had complete lecture over the different phrases of beautiful, in which 100 words I have given you at the place of beautiful. Please check out that slide as well. Ways to say you don't know something when you are unaware of something. How to say I have no idea. I haven't the faintest idea. Faintest means dull, dim. I haven't the foggiest idea. Your guess is as good as mine. I haven't got a clue. Okay, so leave about first and last one. Middle of the three sentences. If someone is speaking, you will not understand. For example, if I am using I haven't the foggiest idea, so how you will comprehend unless you are good in reading. Okay? You have the capability to read between the lines, otherwise you can't get. Ways to ask someone to calm down means pacify, silent, chill out. Steady on, chill out, control yourself, relax, go easy. 5 ways to say great view. It's awe-inspiring. Awe-inspiring. It's awe-inspiring. It takes my breath away. It's jaw-dropping. It's out of this world. It's like a picture postcard. Any of the phrase you are using when you see something awe-inspiring? My breath away, jaw-dropping, out of this world, like picture postcard. So this is the difference. Ways to say you are on a diet. When you are on a diet or workout schedule, how to say I'm trying to lose some weight, I'm watching my weight, I'm trying to slim down, I'm trying to shed a few pounds, I'm on a diet. Ways to say you are very happy. You are very happy. How to say I'm overjoyed, I'm on cloud 9. So if someone is saying I'm on cloud 9, unless you read the expression before and after sentence of this phrase, you can't get the meaning. I'm over the moon. Over the moon, I'm on the top of the world, I'm delighted. Ways to encourage someone what they are thinking. Someone is doing wonderful. Someone is doing wonderful and you feel to boost him up more. So have your say, make yourself heard, don't beat around the bush, speak up. Make it plain means just finish it fast. Don't think much. Don't beat around the bush. Just do it whatever you want to do. Ways to say hurry up. Always we say hurry up, just hurry up, do it fast like this. Now these are some other words which we can use instead of saying like that. It's about to rain, get a move on. We need to get a move on. It's about to rain, get a move on. Get cracking. You have to finish dinner. Stop messing about and get cracking. Okay, chop chop. Come on, chop chop. Everyone's waiting for you. Chop chop, shake a leg. Shake a leg, don't be late for school again. Shake a leg means move your leg, take your step faster. Ways to say thank you. Very informal and formal way we are using these expressions of expressing our gratification towards something or the person as well. Cheers, mate, he said to the barman. Cheers, mate. Many thanks. Many thanks also you can say. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Many thanks and best wishes. The very common phrase which people often use, I look forward to hearing from you soon. Yes, you are too kind. Here, your pen. You are too kind. You bought me a present. Oh, you are too kind. You are too kind. That is also the way of expressing thank you. Okay, if you want to say thank you, you can say like this. I look forward to hearing from you soon. You are too kind. So these are the different expression which will make you confused about the expression to get the real expression of the phrase. Ways to ask someone to wait. Hold on a minute. Hang on a minute. Bear with me. Let me think about. No need to hurry. So hold on a minute. Hang on a minute. Bear with me. Different expression. Start using such expression. Now ways to say food taste is really good, wonderful. Okay, so these are different ways. Tasty, we are using yummy, delicious, delicious, and scrumptious is another way you can use instead of. Ways to say you are feeling worried. When you want to say that you are feeling worried, I'm having kittens. I'm having kittens. I'm a bundle of nerves. I'm anxious. I'm on pins and needles. I'm concerned. I'm worrying if someone is saying you will get it fast. I'm having kittens. I'm a bundle of nerves you will not get. That is the answer of your question. When native speakers are talking something in the movies or in the newspaper, you are reading something in the magazine, the article, you are not getting what is exactly the person is talking about, because the expressions are same which you can understand, but you have different vocabulary, a common vocabulary, but they are using unique vast vocabulary which you need to understand. Ways to say you don't feel well when you are physically unwell. How to say that? Now, I'm unwell, I feel lousy, I feel sick, I feel sick, I feel lousy, I'm under the weather, I'm the worse for wear after drinking too much alcohol. This expression we can use only hangover time, hang out. So I'm unwell, I feel lousy, I feel sick, everyone can speak. I'm under the weather. No one will use. Ways to say something is very boring, it's dull. It's like watching paint dry. So someone is saying like it's like watching paint dry. It's like watching grass grow. It bores me to tears. It bores me to death. Unless you understand the expression of the previous sentence, you can't get the meaning. Ways to say you don't have to pay for something. It's free of charge when the things are available complimentary either or free of cost. It's a freebie. It's on the house. It's gratis. Now, if you go to some mall, purchase something, okay, and the person at the billing counter say it's on the house, you will stand still because you will not get it. It's free of cost. So these are the different expression which you need to understand. It's on the house. Ways to say I agree. I agree. How you will say you are right, exactly, good point, precisely, we are on the same page. We are on the same page is used by the native speaker generally. Ways to say you are very hungry when we are starving. We simply say I'm hungry. No, I'm starving. I'm famished. I could eat a horse. I could murder. I could murder a food item. So these are different expression which you will use and you will sound like a native speakers, Britishers. Okay. Ways to say you want to stay in bed longer than usual. I will have a lie-in. I'm having tweet day. I'm having a lazy morning. I'm going to stay in bed. I'm sleeping in. I'm sleeping in. I'm going to stay in bed. Very simple. We are using on the daily basis. But first three you need to understand. I will have a lie-in. I'm having a tweet day. I'm having a lazy morning. Ways to cheer your favorite team or athlete. Come on, you can do it. Keep going. Hang in there. Hang in there. Ways to say the terrific is bad. It's really very bad. So it's gridlocked. It's bumper to bumper. It's going at a snail's pace. It's like a car park. I'm stuck in jam. I'm stuck in jam when the situations are out of control. Ways to say decreasing quickly when the things are getting down very fastly. So different way, just see that. Temperatures are plummeting. House prices are plunging. Sales are slumping. Profits are taking nosedive. Coming down. Increasing down. Sorry, decreasing down. Decreasing down. Plummeting. Plunging. Slumping. Nosedive. And when we are saying something increasing quickly, temperatures are soaring, house prices are rocketing, the price of petrol is surging, costs are going through the roof. Ways to say you are studying or working overnight. I'm burning the midnight oil. I will have to pull an all nighter. I'm working till the small hours. I'm working the graveyard shift. See how different these phrases are. Can you get anything in the sentence unless I have shared earlier that it's all about the working, studying whole of the night? See difference. I'm burning the midnight oil. I will have to pull an all-nighter. I'm working till the small hours. I'm working the graveyard shift. Night shift is known as graveyard shift. So I'm working the graveyard shift. Ways to say you agree with someone. It's so true. I agree 100%. I could not agree with you more. You can say that again absolutely. No ways to say you don't want more food. I'm full. I have had plenty. I have had enough. I couldn't eat another thing. I'm starved. I'm starved, commonly used by the native speakers. Ways to say you are frightened. You are scary. I'm shaking like a leaf. It makes my blood run cold. It gives me the creeps. I'm scared stiff. I'm scared to death. Just leave last two phrases. Talk about first three. I'm shaking like a leaf. It makes my blood run cold. It gives me the creeps. These three sentences are beyond the limit. You can't get the meaning unless you read between the line. Ways to encourage someone to do something. Go for it. Why not? You only live once. What are you waiting for? It's worth a shot. So, YOLO is nothing to mention here. You only live once. Go for it. Why not? What are you waiting for? Always we say. But instead of that, start using such phrases. You only live once. It's worth a shot. Ways to wish someone good luck. Fingers crossed. Best of luck. You all do great. You will do great. Sorry. Knock them dead. Knock them dead. Blow them away. Blow them away. Knock them dead. Ways to say something is very boring. It's dull, like watching paint dry. We have done already. Now, ways to say you are very tired. Some more expressions. I'm naked. I'm exhausted. I'm worn out. I'm on my last leg. I'm spent. Things to reply when somebody says, thank you, you are welcome. Don't mention it. I'm happy to help. No problem. Anytime. Informal, no problem, and anytime. Forget about informal. You need to learn the formal ways. Things to say when you want to gossip. Have you heard the latest gossip? I have got the juiciest bit of gossip ever. When you are talking and chatting or having some informal conversation, how to start that? Do you want to hear some gossip? Have you heard about how to start the conversation? These are the ways. Ways to ask someone to phone you. Give me a ring when you can. Give me a bell tomorrow. Give me a bus tonight. Give me a shout later. Ways to ask someone when to phone you up. Give me a ring when you can. Give me bell tomorrow. Generally what we say? Yes, call me tomorrow. Instead of that, say give me a ring when you can. Give me a bell tomorrow. Give me a bus tonight. Give me a shout later. Ways to wish someone. Birthdays. Birthdays are different ways to wish. It is up to you. But still, if you want, have a good one. Have a great birthday. Blissful evening. Okay, wonderful day. Celebrate your big day. I wish people like that. Ways to say you will spend lavishly. I will go on a shopping spree. I will go on a shopping binge. I will spend money like water. I will push the boat out. I will splash out. Means when you are free to shop anything. Okay, when you are going for a good shopping session, then you can wish someone. I will go on a shopping spree, shopping binge. I will spend money like water. I will push the boat out. I will splash out. Ways to wish someone good luck, finger crossed, we have done already. Ways to say it's very hot outside. Most of the time, you are asked about the weather outside, and simple answer we get, all Indians are saying it's hot. No, it's sweltering, it's scorching, it's sizzling hot. Ways to say you are in good health. Yes, I'm fit as a fiddle. When someone asks you how are you give the answer like native speaker. I'm fit as a fiddle. I'm full of beans. I have a clean bill of health. I'm in root health. I'm in good shape. So these are the good answers to express the person. As today I have discussed maximum about the native speaker vocabulary. So first you need to understand what are the native speaker. So what is a native speaker? A native speaker or NS of a language is a person who has acquired the language or their first language in childhood. Native speakers are considered to know this language intuitively and to use it accurately, fluently, appropriately, as we are native speaker of our national language, that is Hindi. Native speaker in ESL past, English second language, ESL mean. Up until the 90s, it was believed that the objective of L2 learners was to achieve the level of native speaker. Native speakers were considered to be better ESL teachers regardless of proficiency or experience. Any difference from speaking as a native speaker was considered a failure. Why I am telling? Because you need to understand that why today's lecture has occurred. Native speakers in ESL today. Nowadays, the definitions of native speakers versus non-native speakers are obsolete. Many people today are bilingual, speak two languages or more proficiently. Non-native speakers have learned English in a classroom and so are more equipped to teach it to others. Native speakers in ESL today's. We have talked about non-native speakers are divided today into two categories. L2 users, we all are. Expert user, the advanced learner. They are known as expert users. So L2 users, just see, anyone who knows a second language and uses it in life regardless of level. There is no level but we are dealing with, yes, we are L2 user. Their knowledge of the language is lesser than that of a native speaker. Usually speak with accents and choose different grammatical structures and syntax than monolinguals. Means they don't use different expression which I talked about in 63 slides. Okay, L2 users are not using those expression. They are using simply how are you. Okay, instead of how are you doing, they will not say. Fine. So these are known as L2 user. Now, experts user, proficient, high-level user of English language regardless whether it is their first language or not. It is not like that to speak like a native speaker you need to go to Britain and you have to live there. Not at all. You can be an expert user of this language in your own country as well. Use more colorful language. Insert adverbs and idioms such as hold your horses, now the ropes, mum's the word. Use suitable grammatical structure including the perfect tenses. Speak well, speak correct. Our target is speak well as well, speak correct too. Question raises here, why and how learn to speak English like a native speaker? Why not like as we are speaking? You can. But if we are talking about the competitive standard demands the high level of English which is used by the native speaker. That is why there is great need of learning native English. Why learn to speak English like a native speaker? Now see, here is the definition. A native level of English speaking is difficult to access. In fact, some people will tell you it is not feasible if you begin learning after childhood. Whether that's strictly true is up for debate. So it's completely formal language, no slangs, no informality, full formal language. Here are some tips I am giving you which you can follow to speak an English like a native speaker. Acquire the interest and accent. First, you need to get that interest level. That interest level will boost you up to speak and learn like native speaker. So first of all, the motivation, repetition and exposure. Motivation, you need to boost up. Repetition, repeat the things which slides I had given you today in the session. Please pen down, repeatedly watch them, repeatedly use them in your daily speaking. And exposure, start using, start throwing these phrases in your language. All play a big role. Remember the native speakers phrases and expressions by repeating them and use them in their day-to-day communication. Try to stay in touch with foreigners by talking more to them will break the jinx and make you conform to their diction, modulation, intonation, and most chiefly the culture and tradition. Yes, these are some tips. Retain vocabulary using 3 steps. How to retain the vocabulary which I have given you in 63 slides. Recall the context, retain the text, reproduce it in the text. We can remember the phrases, words and expressions on the basis of the context. There are 2 types of memory in the human brain: STM, LTM, short-term memory, long-term memory. Only the repetition will make you people to transfer your short-term memory content to the long-term memory. You need to repeat the things. Use maximum idioms. Native speakers use many of idioms and phrases in their spoken communication. For example, I'm hungry. Instead of saying that I can eat a horse. Okay, this is the idiom which they have used and person will not get. Common person. Idioms do not make sense when understood literally. Some example are in the blink of an eye, very fast. In the blink of an eye, I can make a cup of tea. Or it's a piece of a cake, easy. Can add a level of sophistication to your English and make you sound more like a native speaker. See, I have a daughter, okay? I always say to the people, to the world, that I love my daughter. No, I should not. I should not express my this love in the way. I should express this love in some idiom, with the help of some idiom. Like, my daughter is apple of my eye. It's very hard to understand for the beginner only, but only advanced learner can understand that what I am trying to say. Fine tune your pace and clarity. In order to sound more like a native English speaker, what you say is as necessary as how you say it. Correcting the speed, clarity, stress, unstress on the words of your speaking will go a long way in correcting your fluency and help native speakers to understand you better. Speed, fluency, accuracy, all the things required here. Very important here to understand what is an accent if we are talking about speaking like a native speaker. A distinctive way of pronouncing a language, especially one associated with a particular country, area, or social class. That is called an accent, which we call the British accent, American accent. English has a huge number of accents worldwide. Native accent, not native accent. These are normally split into 2 categories. One is very important, that is native accent, British accent, and non-native accent. What is a native accent? A person who speaks English as their mother tongue will have a native accent. In England, every region has a different accent. So received pronunciation Cockney. Received pronunciation, the closer the United Kingdom has ever had to standard accent. It is related to the upper classes in London and other areas of southeast England. It emerged from the 18th and 19th century upper classes and has remained the gold standard ever since. Now, what is a non-native accent? Anybody who speaks English as a second language may have a non-native accent. This is where sounds, mouth positions, structures, rhythms, intonations, and sound selections are being used from that person's mother tongue. So guys, time has come to sign you off. But before I sign you off, I just want to share one very important clause that in real conversation it is going to be much faster. Also, you probably don't understand a lot of the words and a lot of the phrases and the pronunciation, and you will lag behind in the race of life. Yes, indeed, I'm not putting only importance over English language, no, but you are living in the world where it is really important. Okay, so when you want to show your other expertise, first you need to show the expertise of communicating to the world appropriately. So thank you so much for bearing me. Okay, see you tomorrow with new session over the literature. Till the time, stay protected, stay safe. Goodbye.